Now, Russian energy company Gazprom says it will shut its Nord Stream 1 gas pipeline for 3 days, starting on August the 31st. It says the closure is due to maintenance on the pipeline, which runs between Russia and Germany. The unscheduled work could affect plans by European countries to fill their gas reserves before the winter. Gazprom said deliveries would resume after September the 2nd, but only at 20% of the pipeline's full capacity. Ukrainian President Volodomyr Zelenskyy said Moscow was using the pipeline as blackmail and urged EU countries to end their reliance on Russian gas. And for more, we can bring in DW political correspondent Jared Reed. Hi, Jared. Can you tell us why is Gazprom halting gas deliveries so abruptly now? Because there just has been maintenance work at the pipeline, hasn't there?
Hi, Anna, exactly. We have to kind of look at this in a bit of context over the last month or two. So in July, Gazprom had a 10-day maintenance of Nord Stream 1 and shut down the pipeline. And when it came back online, supplies were below what they were, and then Gazprom reduced them again. And so what it's saying is that this is due to maintenance issues with its turbines, and that these issues and problems are a result of the sanctions that Europe has put on Russia as a result of its war in Ukraine. But of course, EU leaders are not buying that. People like Olaf Scholz, the German Chancellor, Ursula von der Leyen, the EU Commission President, and critically, the Energy Minister of Germany, Robert Habeck, they are all saying that there is no technical reason and grounds to reduce the flow of gas from Russia to Germany. And they are accusing Vladimir Putin of using energy as a weapon to basically punish Europe for these sanctions and to drive up fear and uncertainty and prices ahead of winter, and also, I guess, to drive a wedge in support and solidarity for Ukraine. So what EU countries have been doing is that they have been trying to work out ways to reduce gas, how much gas they import, and recently they agreed to a 15% reduction in gas from Russia. That would become mandatory if the Kremlin does turn it off.
Now, all of this is, of course, really increasing the pressure on consumers here in Germany. Here in Berlin, efforts are already underway to save energy for the winter. Let's take a quick look at how, and then we'll come right back to you after that, Jared.
Berlin's landmarks are going dark. Authorities are pulling the plug now in a bid to help save gas and energy for the cold, dark winter ahead. It's part of a raft of measures announced by Berlin's mayor in order to reduce energy consumption.
It is an objective that sets a minimum target of at least 10%. We want to set a good example. We're also discussing how citizens can contribute to saving on energy and heating costs.
Some Berliners are already doing their best to help.
I'm not really that much at home, so I don't watch TV. I don't use my what's it called, radiator. I don't really use electronic stuff. Only my laptop.
I don't leave as many things on standby. My husband does more than me to save energy, though, if I'm honest.
I've turned off my second refrigerator. That was hard for me. It's my beer fridge. Oh well, guess I'll just put it in the other fridge.
Household energy bills are already set to leap this winter, and Germans are being urged to reduce gas use at home. Authorities have warned shortages and even rationing are looming ahead if Russia keeps squeezing supplies.
So Berlin and Berliners actively trying to save power. Can you tell us, Jared, what is Germany doing more generally to diversify its energy sources?
Well, Anya, the dependence of Germany on Russian gas has left politicians really scrambling. So a bunch of things that they are doing, they are trying to secure new import partners for oil and gas. They're trying to speed up the expansion of solar and wind energy. They are extending the lifespan of Germany's coal plants. That was due, or they had expected to try and phase that out by 2030. And there is talk of putting a pause on the country's planned nuclear phase out. What they're also trying to do is really rush up and build up the liquefied natural gas infrastructure ahead of what, as we heard in that report, is expected to be a tricky and worrying winter.
Jared, thank you. That was DW political correspondent Jared Reid.